This is the United Kingdom, and the circled part is the West Midlands. The largest city in the West Midlands is Birmingham. Here, if you're from Birmingham, you are a Brummie, and you speak Brummie. The towns in an area north of Birmingham are collectively known as the Black Country. Why the Black Country? Because of its industrial towns, and more specifically, its coal, which is black. Famous people from Birmingham include Ozzy Osbourne, those Peaky Blinders, and 80s pop sensation Duran Duran. Birmingham and the Black Country have accents which sound very similar to outsiders, but those from the region say they are different. I guess it's a bit like the way people confuse the Australian and the New Zealand accents. If you're in the Black Country, a common greeting is Awamya. After watching this video, you too will be fluent in Brummie, so stay tuned. Awamya. Today on Let Them Talk TV, we're going to look at the Brummie accent spoken in Birmingham, the UK's second biggest city with a metropolitan area of 3.6 million people.
What on earth was that? You sound like a Cockney trying to do a Brummie accent.
John, get behind the camera. What do you know?
Well, actually, I grew up around there. And in fact, I went to school in Solihull, which is in Birmingham.
Oh yeah? Okay. But you've been in London for a long time. Can you still do a Brummie accent?
Well, I've probably lost it a bit, but I think I can do it, yeah.
Go on then.
All right. All right, everybody. My name's John, and I'm a Brummie.
Okay, fair enough. You can stay for the video. Now, I do know that the Brummie accent from Birmingham is very similar, but a little bit different to the Black Country accent, which is from the West Midlands, with towns like Wolverhampton and Dudley. But I think in this video, because they're pretty close, we'll call it all the Brummie, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Now, let me ask you a question. Are there any words that you use in Birmingham and the West Midlands that we don't use in the rest of the UK?
Yeah, so Boston. So Boston would mean great.
Okay.
Also, we have another expression which is round the reeking, which means to go around a long route when you could just go straight there.
Okay.
And then the other one would be bab. And bab is like an affectionate term, say, all right, mate, all right, bab.
You use it for like someone of the same sex, or the opposite sex, or to anybody?
Some people would use it with the same sex, but yeah, probably you'd use it between women often, or to women in general.
Let's have a look at the phonetics between Standard British English, which we call RP, and the Brummie accent. Let's first look at the A sound in words such as face, which in Brummie you'll pronounce I. In RP you'll say and place and case. But in Brummie, John, show us how it's done.
I'll put your face out of place, just in case.
The sound in RP in words such as love and cut and nuts and oven. In Brummie, it's an sound. Show us, John.
I cut up the nuts that you left in the oven, and I love them.
The sound in RP in laugh and bath and ask and dance and other words with the same R vowel is pronounced in Brummie. John, show us how.
When I asked her to dance, she laughed and left fast.
The O sound in RP, such as in throat and note and coat, is a kind of longer, wider sound in Brummie, like an O. John?
I know I took a note, put it in my coat, and took a boat.
The sound in RP in words such as cap, tap, map, rap. In Brummie, it's an sound. For example, John.
The acrobat wrapped his cap on his lap.
In RP, when you have words ending in an unstressed vowel, often they have a schwa sound. That's the very short sound. For example, wherever, however, forever. Whereas in Brummy, you might hear it as an sound.
I'll do it wherever, however, and forever.
When you have an N and a G together in RP, it's kind of one sound, sort of like a ng, as in singing, ringing. In Brummy, the G is more pronounced. So sometimes you'll hear Brummies saying singing, ringing. The word, not very good, I know, but the words singer and finger don't rhyme in RP, but they might in Brummy. John.
Singer, finger.
Okay, John, what I've got for you now are some typical phrases and expressions that you'll hear every day on the streets of Birmingham and in the Black Country, and I'm going to read them out in an RP accent, a standard British accent, and what you have to do is to read it in your Brummy accent. Is that okay? Here you are.
Okay.
You ready? I feel really flushed. We went for a Balti in Spark Hill. It was bloody spicy.
I feel really flushed. We went for a Balti in Spark Hill. It was bloody spicy.
I'm feeling a bit peckish, so I'm going to Solihull for a bacon cob and a cup of tea.
I'm feeling a bit peckish, so I'm going to Solihull for a bacon cob and a cup of tea.
Stop going round the Wrekin and take us to the bullring.
Stop going round the Wrekin and take us to the bullring.
I went to Dudley Zoo and got mistaken for an orangutan. They only let me out when I flashed them my Aston Villa season ticket.
So, I went to Dudley Zoo, I got mistaken for an orangutan, then they only let me out when I flashed them my Aston Villa season ticket.
A Cadbury's cream egg and a bottle of pop beats your fancy French pastries and champagne any day.
A Cadbury's cream egg and a bottle of pop beats your fancy French pastries and champagne any day.
On Sunday, I took my mom and our kid for a spin around Spaghetti Junction in our Aston Montego. It was Boston.
On Sunday, I took my mum and our kid for a spin around Spaghetti Junction in our Aston Montego. It was Boston.
I saw Simon Le Bon eating a groaty pudding on Broad Street.
I saw Simon Le Bon eating a groaty pudding on Bond Street.
If you think those Peaky Blinder boys are tough, you ought to meet my nan in Wolverhampton.
If you think those Peaky Blinder boys are tough, you ought to meet my nan in Wolverhampton. Deaf this. Like, you must be out of your tree, mate. It must be balmy. Like, what's this all about?
Remember to subscribe and leave a comment. Ta-ra a bit and see ya in the next video.
For God's sake, shut up.